let's talk about grading. So in our virtual band, the grading is going to be pretty similar. I'll talk about some of the differences. So first off, we're going to do 50% participation. What this is going to be is for the synchronous time, when they're on the Zooms, they are going to be practicing. So I just want to make sure that I'm grading them on, are they engaged, are they practicing, are they participating? And if they aren't able to make it to some synchronous times, they can submit a video of themselves practicing, and I will accept that also for credit in these. 40% of their grade is going to be playing and written assignments. So what that is they'll have playing assignments. So for example, let's say on Friday, they have to play a certain piece for me. They can submit it via video. They can do it for me live on Zoom. They can submit it basically any way you can get it to me. I'm fine with that. And then our written assignments will be things like music theory or music history, or if they have a listening assignment, they have to listen to something and write about it. Those will be those, and they'll be turned in on Google Classroom. Everything can be turned in on Google Classroom. And then our last 10% is going to be for concerts. Now, we're not allowed to have any concerts, but what we're going to try to do is, I'm sure some of you have seen those virtual concert videos, and we're going to try to do those too, where they'll all record along with a track, and then I'll put together their videos and I'll put together their sounds and we'll mix it, and hopefully it comes out sounding good, and we'll submit that out to you parents so you can hear it, and to them so they can see it, and that'll be our form of concerts that we're doing this year. Now, all of this grading, I grade everything on a 5-point scale. So 5 is an A plus, 100%. A 4 is 90%, so it's still an A minus. Maybe if they miss one little thing, they get a 4, that's still a good grade. 3 is they did okay. I think that's a 70%. I have my stuff shifted, my grading scale shifted, so I think 80% to 100% is an A, and 60% to 80% is a B. It's just so it lines up with this 5-point scale. But if you start seeing them getting 2s and 1s, you should be concerned. 3 is pretty borderline, but a 2 would be they put in some effort, but they did a bad job. And then a 1 or a 0. 0 would be they didn't do it. 1 would be they just did a really poor job, or it was sloppy. But the good news is about all these grades is that with my late work policy, everything's due at the end of the quarter for full credit, and everything can be retaken for full credit. So if they did poorly on a playing assignment, they can do it again. Let's say they got a 1, they can do it again, they do great, they get a 5, and their grade goes way up again. So this is my policy because I believe that if the students, they get a bad grade and then they don't have a chance to make it up, they're not going to try to learn that skill, and band builds on itself, so they really need to learn those skills. So my goal is that everybody, even if they do poorly, will keep working on those skills and be able to redo it at a later date when they can accomplish it, and they'll still get full credit. I really want to motivate them to keep going back because, as I said, it builds on itself, and it's really important that they learn every skill and they do well at it, otherwise they'll fall behind, and I don't want anybody falling behind. And also, I really don't want them to get discouraged, because that can be a big thing in music where they just fall behind, they think they can't do it, and then they give up. And I don't want anybody giving up. Just try to keep them on the deadlines, because it helps me with grading. But other than that, they can do it for full credit up until the end of the term, because then I have to submit grades. But I want to be there to support them and let them retry it as many times as they want. Okay, we're talking about effort here. And that's my grading policy, 5-point scale, everything due at the end for full credit. They can do unlimited retakes for full credit. Okay, so those are my grading policies.